I've made quite a weird bit of a journey. So I started my professional career in the music industry. Actually, I was the one of the first people in the Netherlands on YouTube making tutorials about how to produce music. So I did that for a couple of years, and also started actually as a teacher on music production in the Netherlands, Belgium, and England. And that kind of grew a bit, and I started to get more business in that area. And I think for about 8 or 9 years, I had a career in the music industry, also as a producer and as a DJ. Had a bit of a travel around the world. And then when I was about 25, I was like, is this what I want to do with my life? Is this something I can do till retirement? And came to the conclusion that no, it wasn't. So I quit. Had no idea what to do with my life. And in the Netherlands, if you don't know what to do with your life, there's like 2 options. Option number 1 is study psychology. Option number 2 is become a recruiter. And if you study psychology, you become a recruiter anyway. So I skipped that step and got into recruitment, and I quite liked it, and especially in IT, because in my past experience as a producer, I was really like into tech and actually understanding all the technical stuff that was happening, behind the tools I was working with. So for me as well, like the translation into IT was quite comfortable and easy for me, because most of the terminology was quite similar. So I got into IT recruitment, and after, I think maybe 1.5 years of experience, got into Exebia, where I spent 6 years of my professional career, and I would say almost my entire professional growth and personal growth has come from this place.
It's interesting. One thing I've noticed is the same things that make a really great engineer, let's say data engineer or something like that, are also very similar, like personality-wise, to what makes a really great sound engineer, or even like other types of engineering. So,
is that so? So what are those traits that you mentioned then?
There are many. For example, being very obsessed with doing little changes here and there, having an eye for detail, love working with new tools, love experimenting with new technologies, picking up lots of books, tutorials, or not being afraid to just learn by breaking.
And in my case as well, sharing that knowledge, because I was continually, when I discovered something new, I immediately made a video about it so other people also know about it.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes the music industry is a bit different from IT, I guess, where it's like really open and open source stuff, and sharing knowledge. There, it was a lot of people that were quite cross with me that I was spoiling all these industry secrets and how to do certain things, where they wanted to keep it for themselves because it was like a unique sound that only a few people knew, and now everybody knew. But I was like, just share it.
Yeah, it's also quite weird. For some people, it's scary to share the things that they know.
Mm.
But there is a point where you know so much that it doesn't really matter. You understand that even if I make it a full-time job to share everything I know, it's not like I'm going to run out of things.
Mm.
And even then, it's not like people are going to listen to every single thing and learn and become as knowledgeable as you. So
yeah, and I think even when you do share it, you learn from that experience as well. And you also get the experience of people actually, trying stuff out and actually adding more on top of it and giving you something back. So, yeah, it's kind of like this exponential thing. The more you share, you actually learn a lot more yourself as well. And if you're able to explain certain topics really well, that's when you've really, I wouldn't say fully mastered it right away, but you're a lot closer to it.